Hello. In this week's presentation, I'm going to be responding to a Chapter 8 case study on the SOPHiA genetics. My main point is really that the SOPHiA genetics shows a more practical use of AI in healthcare because it helps clinicians kind of analyze really complex data and supports treatment decisions. But I think its ethical value kind of depends on privacy, how accurate it is, and in also keeping human professionals involved in it. Next is why the SOPHiA DDM shows more promise. I think the DDM shows stronger than the MD Anderson Watson project because it's like built around real precision medicine workflows instead of trying to be like a broad all-purpose solution to everything. The Watson project, I think it kind of struggled with delayed, high cost and problem using clinical data effectively. And in the long run, I think the SOPHiA's approach really has a greater chance because it fits better with how healthcare actually works and it kind of supports doctors instead of trying to fully replace them with AI. Next is how SOPHiA DDM can address privacy concerns. I think a shared patient database creates like really big privacy concerns because genetic and health data are sensitive with like HIPAA and stuff like that. And SOPHiA Genetics addresses this by using the identified data, secure storage, and by also controlling access. The company also says at its outsources while data stays sorry as just at its sources, while it's anonymous, insights are shared globally. I think this is really important because it kind of allows collaboration while still protecting the patient's confidentiality. Okay, next is question 3. Did SOPHiA's DDM improve outcomes? I think the strongest evidence for SOPHiA's DDM is in its speed, its scale, and access to advanced testing that it has. So, SOPHiA Genetics reported that its system had analyzed about 2 million patient cases across hundreds of institutions in a lot of different countries. And the company also reported lower cost and faster turnarounds, sometimes in um sorry, turnaround in some testing systems. So even if long-term outcome data is still kind of developing, the platform like clearly offers meaningful operation and clinical supports and other benefits as well. So the next slide is on content engagement and research integration. So my first insight from chapter 8 that really helped me, like that kind of shaped my understanding of this case was that first, health and technology really matters most when it improves actual care, especially through patient records, clinical decision support. And my next was kind of similar is that AI should really support experts in different fields rather than completely removing human. So it should be a tool that we use to improve ourselves than completely taking us out of the equation. Next, for my outside resource, my first source was from Way, um, and their colleagues. They kind of helped explain why a system like SOPHiA's DDM could be more useful in cancer care. In the article, the author argues that the AI and machine learning is most valuable when they combine multiple forms of data, like I think imaging, genomics, I'm not sure what that is, but and other biomarkers to help improve classification, prognosis, and also making decisions in the different treatments for these patients. I think that connects directly to SOPHiA's genetics because the case is about using advanced data to analyze and support more precise and personal care for different patients. So the next article I found was by Calvano and their colleagues, which helped me understand the privacy issue in this case. The article focused on federated learning, which kind of allows institutions to collaborate on genomic research while keeping sensitive data decentralized and not in the same place, rather than keeping everything in one location where it can be accessed. This also connects to SOPHiA's genetics because the platform depends on large-scale data sharing, so privacy and cybersecurity and governance are just as important as accuracy as well. I think together these articles help me really understand that precision medicine is not only about making smarter predictions, but it's also about building systems that are trustworthy, secure, and also ethically responsible. Next is the biblical integration and personal reflection. The Bible verse I chose is Proverbs 11:13, which says, uh, "A gossip betrays a confidence, but a trustworthy person keeps a secret." I think this connects well to precision medicine because health data really depends on trust and confidentiality of the patient's information. And personally, this case kind of made me think about how technology should not just be fast or advanced, it should also respect human dignity and be used responsibly. This also really connects to my experience in the Air Force Reserves because my job is healthcare administration. So we deal a lot with patient personal information and making sure we don't share that. So seeing that there is a way to have AI help patients and not like just explode their information all over the place and break HIPAA and Privacy Act policies is, I think, really interesting. Just to conclude, SOPHiA Genetics presents a more grounded and promising model of precision medicine than earlier AI health efforts. It strengthens and focuses clinical use, secure collaboration, scalable data analysis, but its ethical value still depends on protecting the privacy and the information of patients, its reliable results, and also keeping clinicians in the loop and keeping healthcare workers still as the main um, people. The biggest lesson this has for me is that good technology, once again, should serve people and not just replace them. Thank you for listening.